Are y'all sure y'all alive? What are y'all doing? So that's what's up. So, because I ain't gonna have you lying, man. I ain't gonna have you lies. Alright, so I'm from this area. I'm so happy to be back, Rose. Like, oh my God. When I was young in college, like 19, 20, 21, Rose just throw all these events. So it's so great to be back and see y'all. I am now graduating from college. I have a book coming out called Celibacy Chronicles. Thank you. It's my very first book, and pretty much I read it back because most of y'all probably assume it's about not having sex, right? Y'all, right? I'm gonna sit down. Y'all talk to me because I don't do this. I don't do this. Okay? Well, it's not. So pretty much, the Celibacy Chronicles is an intimate account of a single 20-something-year-old in the midst of attempting to grasp the concepts of love, relationships, and self-worth. These are real-life stories, have not been shared to take a stand against having sex. Instead, the stories have been offered to provide a detailed, poetic account of the paths you may encounter when you're not aware of who you are before you choose to share your time, energy, and body with another person. The chronicles were formulated to support local artistry and storytelling and to speak a conversation about you loving yourself the most. So I'm pretty much being real raw and authentic in this book series. And what I did, I'm all about promoting local artistry and economics, so I knew I couldn't do this alone. So what I did was I reached out to my community and I said, hey, these are the titles. Some of you I spoke to tonight, I showed you the titles like Tipsy, Sangria, Sorrows, Incompatibility, Self-Love, Womb Rage, all kind of fun titles, and I had the artists come up with their own ideas. Some of them might even read the pieces too. So we have some of the local artists in the room, so if y'all can give it up for them, because that takes a lot to just have a title and create. So we got Sister Tyreeka Maybe over here in the corner. She did the piece of Sangria Sorrows. B-Rock did some poetry prints, so I had some Yoni Powers and some Labia Love and Sacred and Single and Celibate that he helped create for me. So it's really, really fun. So I'm gonna do this piece based on what you guys requested. Wake Up Call was one of the juicy ones. So it goes like this. The saying goes 3 times the charm, but I've been attacked twice, and I don't believe this is the smartest road to travel on. The road of risk. All for the namesake of sexual bliss. Satisfied minutes of body contact cannot override the feeling of death. If I were to allow this disease to fester in me, my fallopian tubes will become infected, causing infertility in me. I need a captain for self-control, a steady partner, a condom in hand, and understanding that we ought to do this the safe way. I need the strength to not get weak, learn to say no without regret. I was smart enough to make the dean's list, but not smart enough to prevent this. Not smart enough to stop. Not smart enough to not even start. Not smart enough to wrap it up. Not smart enough to not mess with more than one person at a time. Not smart enough to just keep my legs shut. I could blame my stupidity on an absent father, but why bother? I could say that my search for acceptance through sex stems from an encounter with childhood incest, but no. I place the blame on me, whose actions led me to promiscuity. I take responsibility for the quick, thoughtless actions and lack of self-control. My reasons for self-hatred and sexual persuasion? Hideous. Maybe that's why 2 times over chlamydia made her way into my bloodstream and my pockets, where money was spent on medicine and doctor visitations. Calling up more than one person because I didn't know who had it or who gave it to me, so I just stick to myself and learn to love her. I refuse to die at everyone else's expense just to be stimulated for a few minutes. That's that piece. I want to get you there hurt tonight because it's just real. Like, it's real. It's really real. So the next piece, a lot of people, when I was going around, y'all don't judge me. The book is coming out next Saturday. Well, it's coming out next week, but next Saturday is my book signing at PP and Java. So this is my little fake copy. So I'm about to tear it up. It ain't stapled properly, so I can read y'all this. I ain't want y'all judging me like, oh my gosh, you ghetto. I'm sophisticated ratchet. Get it right. All right, so this is self-love, huh? Self-love go like this. Self-love sometimes looks like crying in bathtubs as you scroll down your timeline and see nothing but inspirational quotes and black love. Staring in mirrors and giving yourself a hug, looking, listening, and listing all of your flaws and then smiling. Because you can either improve or sulk about them. Self-love looks like not being nervous every month if you're pregnant because you're celibate. And you can clearly count how many cycles you had since you last went to bed. Self-love looks like not associating with drama. On TV, in real life, in your home, you value yourself enough to not just hold on to hurt out of comfort. You'd rather be alone. Self-love looks like writing this poem. After having shied away from writing and releasing as a healing medium, self-love feels like freedom. Self-love is turning off the electronics and tuning in. Deep breathing, believing. Self-love sometimes looks selfish because you choose to stay in the house reflecting instead of in the clubs dancing or on your phone responding to reckless text messages. Self-love looks like taking care of your health. Mental, spiritual, physical, emotional. It looks like taking constructive criticism and not taking offense. Self-love looks like when I see you, I see me. Somehow we're connected intricately. Out of all the places to be on the planet, it's in your presence I'm standing. So this moment has to be a part of my plan of personal growth and expansion. Self-love sounds like music, grooving. Highways to new places with many stops along the way. It's sceneries never seen but felt immediately. It's therapy, sharing, daring yourself to get over yourself so you can be your true self and reflect that energy, that God within you that is also within me. Self-love sometimes sounds like silence. Quiet in our minds, putting the past behind us, learning from lessons, counting your blessings, and through all the trials, not stressing. It's getting in the flow, reading a good book, feeling inspired, transforming your mind. Self-love is a requirement before dating and marriage. It becomes apparent when internal work is needed to propel. Self-love sometimes looks like working for yourself. Self-love is honest and true. How can you love everyone else and forget about the most important person? You.